Welcome back, folks. I'm Jason Balazs, and this is the 2008 bow review. Today I am reviewing the Browning Grand Illusion. Right, Browning archery has been around for as long as the rifles, it seems like. I know when I first started bow hunting, there were some Browning bows out there, and there's a lot of, I've seen companies come and companies go, and Browning stuck through it all. So let's cover what they have to offer this year. Alright, well, the Grand Illusion is outfitted with a very long riser. Right, it has 12-inch quad limbs. The quad limbs are put in hyper pockets that hold the limbs in place and keep them straight with the bow. Has the mega fast cams, the checkered grip, and if you that checkered grip allows you to hold that bow and it won't really slip out. It feels pretty good. It's a nice little fatter grip. I'm sort of, biased towards fat grips on bows, but and I like a lot of people I know like slim grips, but whatever the case, the long riser allows for you to have good sight picture. Now there's 5 screw holes on the side here to put your sights on, and you can arrange them to wherever you want. Just pretty much almost like the PSE's riser if you look at it. Now they also sent this bow with a string loop set up with the drop away rest, pretty much ready to shoot. The biggest things we'll cover is this axle to axle length on this is 35 1/8 inch. If you notice, there's a 7-inch brace height, which makes it a very nice forgiving bow. Now when you have a longer bow with a longer brace height, you're going to have a lot of forgiveness, and it won't torque at all, or if you do torque just a hair, it will actually straighten itself back out when you shoot the bow. One of the things here too is that it has an adjustable let off, so you could go 60 to 70%, and you also do not need a bow press if you want to change out the modules on here, which is another great thing. So with that being said, the fully aluminum riser with the quad limbs, the cams, string, it's all set up and ready to shoot, string loop and drop away rest. 4 pounds is all this thing weighs, so we're ready to put it to the test and see how she shoots. Alright folks, what we're going to do right now is I'm going to show you the draw cycle of this bow, show you how it comes back and everything. I'm using my Victory archery arrow that we use for the speed test. It is 373 grains. It's the V-Force that they put out, and it's a very good arrow. That's what I use for hunting, and I recommend if you never shot a Victory archery arrow, you go over and try them. What we're going to do is do the draw test right now. 7-inch brace height. Got some pretty good room there. The back wall on this bow is very solid. It does want to creep a hair if you let it go forward just a little bit, but then again you have all those cams and the short limbs, and it's going to pull the bow. All right, let's do that again. Thank God I got a full containment rest. Alright folks, we're going to try this one more time on the draw test. Release. Like I said, the back wall is very solid. The let-off's perfect. Dead bullseye. Just a hair hand shock, not too bad. It's pretty quiet, not too bad. On the hand shock, I'll probably give it about an 8, and the noise level about an 8. It's definitely pretty smooth. I like the draw cycle, and I'd probably give that about an 8 too. The back wall's solid. It does creep forward a little bit when you want to let it go, but let's put it through a speed test and see how she shoots. The Browning Grand Illusion, set at 70 pounds, 29-inch draw, 373 grain arrow. 298 feet per second. Alright folks, our second shot here through the chronograph with the Browning Grand Illusion. .297 feet per second. Alright folks, there you saw it. Your average speed on this bow is about 296 feet per second. At about 10 shots I shot. It ranged up and down 2 or 3 feet, roughly in or out. The bow's pretty quiet. It's definitely on about an 8.5 level, I guess I'd have to say, on the noise. It's not too bad at all. And plus the fact too is that just a hair hand shock, and that might be just a difference of maybe a little rubber coating on the grip, or you put a stabilizer on there and it'll really come down. But Browning is definitely here to stay. They've been in the archery industry for a long time, and it shoots very good. I like the long brace height. I really like the long axle to axle. I like long axle to axle bows, plus the fat grip really is a good thing. It's not really any torque when you pull it back. If you set there, you get your anchor point set correctly, you're fine. There shouldn't be any issues. And plus the longer brace height, 7 inches, you're you're really going to appreciate that when it comes time for the crunch if you're tree stand hunting. So I definitely like this bow a lot, and I would recommend it to pretty much anybody out there. If you're coming new in the industry or even a seasoned expert, you know, everybody gets caught up in the speed thing of 340 some feet per second, but that's just not the case with archery anymore. You know, if you have to sacrifice putting out a good shot for speed, then it's not even worth it, because if you're hunting, you need to be as ethical as you possibly can be when you take that shot.